and welcome back to St George's Park Women's Super League. So this time we have London Storm's first team against Wessex Wolves. So at the end of last meet they sat 6th for Storm 1 and 8th for Wessex. So just looking at 6th and 8th, you'd think it could be a potentially quite competitive game, but obviously the difference there was Storm having 3 wins at the end of the last league and Wessex with just the single win. So a couple of throws either side at the start, but no hits made so far. And a lot back and forwards. Both sides losing a player, so still level 5-5. Yeah, Gallagher looking for a cross court on Lancaster there, but not managing to get the hit. 3 balls to Wessex, they come up, make the attack. Single ball thrown, pretty wide of most players, and then, oh, nice. So Lancaster going up with the attack there on Manon. She does look for the catch, but she can't quite keep hold of it. Oh, and a nice hit there from Chadwick. So Wessex now 2 players up in this set. Cross court from Gallagher. Oh, and then, yeah, Lancaster going for the catch there, not managing to make it. So Wessex with just 1 player up now. Chadwick throwing a single, and so a kind of double post throw there from Storm. Kind of throwing at different timings, but does actually work out for them. Taking out Dix in the middle, so all level now, but a double attack there from Chadwick and Cripps, taking out Beth. So 1 player up. Single, the winger, nice and safe, and then a single counter back. Wessex managed to retreat quite far on that, so it was a lot easier for them to dodge than if they'd been higher up court. No, the safe single at the ball. Yeah, Gallagher coming up, throwing at Chadwick, nicely blocks out the way. And another, so yeah, pre-throw there, taking out Wessex's player. So it is now 2-2, and that is time. So we end the first set level, a set apiece, a point apiece. And we go again. So 3 balls to Storm, and so yeah, nice throw there from London Storm. Throw from Lancaster at the winger. High pressure from Storm, but they don't release, choosing to reset. Oh, Chadwick with a nice brief throw. And Lancaster going for the catch, but again, she does not manage to hold on to it. So Wessex just 1 player down. Single ball throws either side. Blocked easily by both sides. No hits made. Single ball from Dixon. And then Khan comes up to make the attack, and Dixon, I think, from the other left wing. So Wessex losing 2 players in that exchange. So that leaves them 3 players down now. Lovely block from Flipova. And then the 2-ball running counter takes out Mulish. So just Marino left in. Gets the pre-throw hit, but then also a hit in return. So London Storm taking set number 2, taking us to 3-1. Oh, nice single ball throw there from Flipova at the start of the set, taking out Marino. Wessex come up. Oh, and a lovely sliding catch there. From Carmen. Oh, and yeah, Gallagher, lovely cross court, just getting the feet there of Mulish. So Wessex with a 2-ball attack. Do manage to take out Dixon on the left wing, and they get a ball back in return. So Storm don't have the 4, but they do have the 3, and they've got a player advantage, 2 players advantage here. Free throw for the left wing, doesn't manage to make a hit. 3 balls to Storm. Yeah. Chadwick goes for a really late pre-throw, doesn't make a hit, and then gets 2-balled in return. So Wessex really seeming to favour the pre-throw in this game as a counter as opposed to running. Yeah, nice fakes there from Gallagher and Flipova, and then, Crusp throwing one back, trying to get Flipova on the feet, but does not manage to get the hit. Yeah, again, another pre-throw from Lancaster. Hit called on Flipova. So, Wessex, 2 players down. They come up. 2-ball attack on Van Polgist. Do not manage to get the hit. She's very good at dodging. Redmond throws low in front of Crusp. Two balls. Single ball thrown at Gallagher. Steps out of the way nicely. I mean, there's about 45 seconds left in this set. And Wessex are 2 players down, so they really need to try and do something. They go for a double. Free throw. And then catch and out called. There was a bit of a delay on the release of that second ball to get rid of, to shut down that catch. And Crispy also hit out in that exchange, so we have Marino left in on her own against 3 Storm players, and about 15 seconds to try and change that. Yeah, Storm opting to reset as a wise choice, and then a really, really good ball from Redmond there, just valid, and nowhere from Marino's catch, and that is the end of the set. So Storm taking another set, taking the score to 5-1. So yeah, Wessex really trying to risk a lot in this game to try and make some plays, but currently not really paying off for them, and Storm just being a lot more clinical so far in this game. So 3 balls to Storm, they come up for the attack. There is a pre-throw again from Chadwick, which doesn't get the hit. I think Storm getting a little bit wise now to Wessex's pre-throws. Dixon is out. So 2 players down now. Marino just getting out of the way, flip over's throw, and then Lancaster takes out Khan, but then Redmond takes out Chadwick. So a lot of backwards and forwards there. Storm really coming out the better in that exchange due to the fact that they are still up by 2 players. 2-ball attack at Dixon, but she hops over it. And then, yeah, 2-ball running counter at Parfit. So 2 players left in for Wessex. Oh, Marino goes for the block, but doesn't manage to make it. 2-ball attack from London Storm getting through her block. Lancaster looking for the feet of Dixon. Yeah, 3-ball attack, and really well timed and accurate there at Lancaster. So nowhere for her to go, and she's can't make a catch either. So that takes us to 7-1. So timeout has been called in this set by Wessex. So obviously the set's really getting away from them here. We're already not even to half time yet, and they are 7-1 down. It's very difficult because Storm are a very strong side and they have a lot of good arms and they take a lot of catches. But I think if Wessex could try and clean up their play a little bit more, yeah, they've seemed a little bit flat. You can see Chadwick on the side, potentially on the stream, is kind of indicating to them that she wants to see more energy from them. Like, they're very stationary and she wants to have more dodging from them and a bit more energy. They have looked a little bit lethargic in this first half. So more movement from them, a bit more aggression, and just taking better, higher percentage plays. But for Storm, they just want to keep doing what they're doing, being nice and aggressive and really shutting Wessex down. It's really working out well for them in this game. So Storm the first to line up in this set. Storm win the opening rush. Redmond win the quick start, but doesn't manage to get a target. 3 balls to Wessex. A lot of faking, and it works out for them. Lancaster getting the hit on Dixon, and then a block from Dixon from Wessex. So obviously 2 players called with the last name of Dixon here, 1 on Storm and 1 on Wessex side. 3 balls come up, and double throw at LaPlante on the right wing, but a little bit mistimed, so she manages to block and dodge. So block there from Lancaster, gets down low and keeps the ball in front of her. So Wessex up by 1 in this set. We've played a minute. Another double ball counter. And then a retaliation from Khan. So Wessex, 1 player up. 3-ball attack. Yeah, LaPlante straight at Dixon, and she just sinks that catch. So it's nicely taken from her. Wessex 2 players up now. Double attack. And a single at Lancaster as well, taking out Lancaster. So all 3 balls released and a split target, but has worked out for them. Then go for a 2-ball attack there on Van Plegist. and take the hit. So Wessex, 2 players up. There's less than a minute left. Single ball from Khan. At Marino, blocks. 3 balls come forward for Wessex. They throw a double at Redmond, who blocks into herself, and then Flipova comes up to try and hit out Parfit, but doesn't manage to make the hit. So there's 30 seconds left. There's still time for Storm to change this around. Oh, yeah. And there you have Krusp going for the hit and the catch, fails to get either of them. So Wessex 2 players up now. Khan with the pre-throw and Flipova with the pre-throw. They do manage to take out Marino. 1 player up now, Wessex. There's not a lot of time, yeah, there we go. Time completed. So after that timeout, Wessex doing a lot more and managing to win that set. So it is now 7-3. So that's looking a lot nicer for Wessex. We can't have too long left in this half. So it would be nice to see Wessex take another set to get it close at half time. But yeah, Wessex just not engaging as much in up-court play there, which worked out better for them, and also taking a few catches, which always helpful. So again, Storm winning that opening rush, and they come up. Dixon releases, but no hit, quite high. And then Flipova giving that nice high pressure to stop Wessex from coming back at them. 3 balls to Wessex. 2-ball attack at Dixon, who does dodge out of the way, and it gives Storm 4 balls. Now, what will Storm do with the 4? 2-ball attack at Parfit. She does dodge out of the way. Gives 3 balls now to Wessex. Come up, are they gonna single ball attack this time? Oh, and then a release, a flip over up court. She's very, very good at getting over those balls when she's under pressure, high up court, and then getting that hit. So, and that is time. So Storm taking that set. We go into half time, 9-3. Yeah, it was much better from Wessex towards the end of that half, but again, it was just that kind of that late release there at the end of that set to try and hit Flipova out as she's coming up court. But anybody that's played against her in Super League before knows that she's very adept at getting out of the way of those balls, and I've seen her probably get out of the way of about 90% of them, which is a very high percentage. So potentially not the greatest play there, but also towards the end of the set, what else are you going to do? You've got to try and make a hit, and she is up court. We go again in the second half. Storm up 9-3. Oh, but yeah, Gallagher coming up, throwing straight at Dixon as she takes that catch. She's done that in the first half as well. But Dixon throws back at Van Polgeest, and she does a nice sliding catch. She's got a couple of those now. Oh! Crusp really fighting for that catch then, couldn't quite keep hold of it. So, Storm up by 2 players now. Dixon throwing high, LaPlante just ducks under it nicely. 2 balls for Storm, Wessex come up for the attack. Blocked, Dixon at the attack on Marino. And then a single ball release from Dixon, and then a 2-ball release at Dixon from the other 2 Wessex players. So they've given 4 balls to Storm and didn't get any joy out of it. So still Storm up by a player, and they 3-ball attack Dixon. She kind of goes for the catch but doesn't manage to make it. So Storm taking a nice lead in this set, 3 players up, and was only halfway in the set as well. Single ball from Lancaster between Flipova and Van Polgeest, and then Marino getting hit by Dixon on the retaliation. So Storm up by 4 players now. Pre-throw from Redmond. Then the release from Milish. So 1 minute left. Storm just looking to, oh, and a lovely another catch from Van Polgeest. She's really taking a lot of catches in this game. She's doing a really good job of moving her body into the pathway of the ball so that she can get the ball in a nice catching position. So we've got Milish left in for Wessex. She's doing a good job of dodging out of the way, but he's ultimately wasting a lot of time here. Needs to try and do something, but does try and hit Gallagher up court. She's got 25 seconds and a lot of ground to make up. Goes for another pre-throw, and then tries to go for the catch from Gallagher, but can't make it. It's very low. Really well placed by Gallagher there. So another 2 points goes to Storm. It's now 11-3. It's been nice to see Wessex try and as I'm saying that, Dixon throws at Crusp and she just takes that catch. So Storm giving away a lot of catches at the start of this game on the quick start, but they're throwing them very high, so probably want to work on the accuracy a little bit there. We've got Lumley on now for the first time in this game. Oh yeah, Van Polgeest taking another catch. She's really taking a lot of catches in this game. Two-ball attack at Crusp, but no hits made. So Storm up by 1 player. So yeah, despite that catch at the start, unfortunately there was nobody to bring back in, and then Van Polgeest's catch brought in that caught out Storm player to take them 1 player up. Single throw. Oh, LaPlante throwing at Crusp. She really thinks about going for that catch, but brings her arms back in at the last moment. It was a little bit wide. Oh, and a ricochet off Dixon, taking Van Polgeest. She's really making loads of catches in this game. I mean, there's not a lot you can do about a ricochet catch, but with the amount of catches she's been taking, particularly for those ones just wide of her body, potentially that Wessex want to be aware of that and take that into consideration when they're choosing their target. 3 balls for Wessex. They come up. 2-ball attack at Van Polgeest. She can't catch that one when she's already got a ball in her hand. So nice targeting from Wessex, taking out Van Polgeest. She's been a real trouble for them in this half, taking a lot of catches. 3-ball attack from Storm at Crusp, but she does manage to dodge out of the way nicely. Storm's still up by 1 player in this set. They have given 4 balls to Wessex. It's a 3-ball attack at Gallagher. No hits made. So 3-ball attacks from either side, but neither side actually managed to make a hit on that 3-ball. The balls have been very accurate, but they've all been accurate to a very similar place, which has made it difficult for them to get their hit. And then lovely dodging there from Chadwick to get out of the way of another 3-ball attack. Pre-throw. Yeah, nice pre-throw from Redmond there. Takes out Crusp. And then does get hit in return, and then that is time. So Storm taking that set. 13-3. Storm win the opening rush, but they choose to set this time and go for the group throw. One more attack from Redmond. No hits. Ball blocks back. 3 balls again for Storm. Dixon throws a single near Marino, but easily hops out of the way. Both sides just testing here, waiting for somebody to make a mistake. Single from Lancaster at Dixon. She comes up, elects not to throw. Set with the 2. Yeah, Wessex looking to make a 2-ball hit there on LaPlante, but she ducks under it quite nicely and gives 4 balls to Storm now, who come up for the attack. They go for a 2-ball release from both wingers at Lancaster, so that's a nice hit on Lancaster, who's quite a high impact player. So nice decision from Storm. Storm now up by 1 player. Dixon retaliates, but is nicely covered by Van Polgeest. Another pre-throw from Storm, doesn't make a hit. Wessex managed to hit out Lumley, but then a retaliation takes out Mellish. So Storm still up, and then a double throw from Gallagher and LaPlante takes out Dixon. So Storm now up by 2 players. About 1 minute left. Lots of fakes and stutters by Wessex, but it doesn't really help them make the hit. But then a lovely retaliation from Marino, taking out Dixon. Storm up by 2, 45 seconds left. Wessex have to throw. 2-ball attack at Gallagher, ducks under it nicely. 3 balls to Storm. Nice block from Marino from Gallagher's attack. Storm really looking to have 2 balls now. They want to make Wessex throw so that they can have the retaliation back at them. 2-ball attack. 2-ball running counter at Marino, and they get the hit. So yeah, Wessex forced to throw and didn't have any balls on hand to put off Storm or retaliate. So kind of just gave Storm the open target to get anybody, and that is time. Score is 15-3. We've got 5 minutes 20 left in this half, approximately. Again, said this before, I mean, we are slightly mitigated by the fact that there is no relegation from Women's Super League this year. due to the fact that they're increasing the size of the league for next season. So only 2 teams will come up from League One and no teams will go down. But I'm sure that Wessex would still like to place fairly high up. Oh, and a lovely catch from Marino then. Yeah. Gallagher still signalling that she'd really like to go off. She did not like how she played there. So Flipova's back on, and then it comes up court and gets a lovely hit on Chadwick there. But yes, Wessex will really be looking to get some point difference now. Thinking about the set difference, there's no way they can come back. But if they could win these final 2 sets, that would give them better set difference than if they lose the final 2 sets. 3-ball attack from Storm at Dixon. Nice dodges out of the way. That gives Wessex 4 balls. Storm, even on players. 2-ball attack. 3-ball attack. A late one thrown by Lancaster. Takes out 2 players. Takes out Flipova and Van Polgeest. So Storm now down by 2 players in this set. LaPlante throws a high ball, Milish straight over her head, and it comes back to LaPlante. 3-ball attack. Throw from Redmond, blocked by Dixon, back to Storm. Again, it's one of those things that potentially Wessex now, they're just looking to see out the time. They know that there's no point in them trying to rush sets to get the points in, but and a lovely throw there from Lancaster to take out Lumley, who did try to take her out in return, but Lancaster managing to dodge out of the way. But really important, I think, for Wessex mentally to also just take these final sets, and a double throw takes out Lancaster. Storm 2 down. 3-ball attack at LaPlante, and she gets out of the way, and then a catch from Redmond from Dixon. Yeah, so Wessex opting to throw all 4 balls at 2 different targets, which hasn't really worked out for them there. 3-ball attack back at Marino, who calls the hit on herself. So all of a sudden, Wessex have gone from a commanding lead in this set to being a player down. They throw a single at LaPlante, but quite to the far to the side. I think just looking to give Storm the ball possession. Another single ball at LaPlante, but she blocks it back. And then another single there. Again, trying to give Storm the possession so that they can go for the catches or the running counter. They've been much more successful on their second and third phases than their first block. And time. Yeah, so Wessex, after being 5-3 up at one point, lose that set 3-2. So the final set now, short set, 2 minutes, called by referee Sam Mason. Wessex actually winning that opening rush. A little bit slow, so they can't go for the quick start. Three balls, 1 ball released by Dixon at LaPlante. Then thrown back by Dixon at Marino, who blocks, but then Lancaster releases back at Dixon again, who gets the catch. So Storm 1 player up in this short set. A block from LaPlante in the middle. Release from Dixon, no hit. Three-ball attack from Storm, 1 released. Dixon cross court, but at Dixon, quite high. Again, I think Storm probably just looking to see out the time. They're up by 1 player. They don't need to rush this. 2-ball attack from Wessex. And then, yeah, again, Flipova gets a nice jump as she goes for the running counter, but herself and Khan fail to make the hit. 3 balls to Storm. Up by a player. Pre-throw from Dixon, doesn't get the hit. Releases from Khan and Van Polgeest, also failing to make a hit. And a catch from Van Polgees. She's been doing that all day. And then a hit from Redmond. So all of a sudden in a quick sort of 5-second play, Storm now up, and they do win the final set. So that makes the final score 19-3. So a valiant effort by Wessex, who were in it in more sets, but just the experience and of Storm just taking over there and then taking a nice win overall. So that's it from me here at St. George's Park, but we should have James Dixon back to commentate for the rest of the evening. And your next game on Court 1 will be Phantoms 2 against Leamington Spartans. Enjoy.